Alright everybody, welcome back to the next video. And today, I've had this truck for 5 years, and every time I want to go on a trip in the summer, I have to spend money and get my air conditioning recharged because my compressor leaks. So today we're going to be changing the AC compressor on the truck. So first thing you want to do is you can take one of these covers off, and there's a small valve in there, and if you have like a small screwdriver or a pick, you can check it and press it in, and if it hisses and starts leaking stuff out, then you still got your refrigerant in there, and you have to discharge your refrigerant before you remove your compressor if it's full, because you know, that stuff is kind of bad for the environment. So now my compressor leaks within 5 days, it's empty. So I know what the problem is, and I just am just now getting around to fixing it. Now over here we got a brand new compressor, brand new. I didn't do any remand or nothing. So first we're going to remove the drive belt, which is just the 3/8 drive ratchet. And we're going to pop it off the pulleys and release the tension. I just popped it off this idle pulley here, and I'm going to loop it around under the compressor for right now. And I'm just doing this so that the rest of the pulleys don't come off. So I'm going to actually look for something to stick in there. Find nothing I need. So we're gonna put this extension up here just to hold the belt in place. I don't even know if that'll work because I have to remove this line. But the belt's off, so your AC lines run together. First you do is unplug your electrical switch on the AC line, and then it's a 15mm socket. Just crack the line loose and take the bolt off. And there is no release of any gas or anything because I know it's empty. But you get new O-ring gasket things with the new compressor. And that didn't work for my belt because I moved the AC line. So perhaps we'll just put it there. And then you have one connection here for the AC clutch. That out of the way. And now you're just left with the four 13mm bolts that hold the actual compressor to the engine block. And I'm going to crack them all loose first. Then you can just run them out really quick by hand. just like that. And my inner one here has a small ground wire on it. Right here. We'll slide that through the bolt. And that releases your compressor. Now, I have one more plug connection on the back of the AC compressor, which is this switch right here. Now, the new AC compressor does not have this switch. It has a plug of some kind here. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a small snap ring in here. And you have to remove both of them and remove the plug from here and remove the switch and swap them. Just use the new O-ring that's on this one. And my compressor is new. If you get a reman, it might have the switch on it. Yeah, I don't know, but the new one has oil already in it, so you want to face it so that when you open it, it doesn't all leak out. And I did bring the snap ring pliers home with me. So I'm going to practice a little on the old compressor, because I can always get another switch if I have to. But that's all it is. It's a little snap ring. I don't know if that's even going to come out even. So, give me a minute, I'm going to pause this for a second and find a pair of pliers, because I did not come home prepared. Okay, I'm back now. So I got a pair of pliers and I'm going to pick that right up out of there just like that. And there's no seal on that. The seal must be inside the compressor. So we're going to take this snap ring out and see if it's any different. Or not. Apparently this one doesn't want to come out. As good as the old one did. Apparently this one needs a little help. Bigger set of snap ring pliers. You know, it'd been easier if they just put a switch in it for me. Let's try the snap ring pliers and a pick. Because this is just not cooperating. There we go. So now that that's out of the way, well, apparently there was pressure under that one. So the new O-ring is inside there. So I'm gonna clean this switch up really good before I stick it back in there. I'm gonna get the best opportunity for this to seal properly. Yeah, I was not expecting it to have some pressure in there, that's for sure. Okay. So now the new switch is in. Or the old switch is in the new pump. Put the snap ring back in there, and you're good to go. So I think might as well put the old pump back together with the new piece. There's no core on this. I made sure that there wasn't. So I'm just going to junk this old one. So there you go. We don't need that, so we're going to throw that on the ground. So now you go in the reverse process. Plug your switch in. Put your compressor back in position. Make sure you're not touching any wires or crimping any wires. And then I'm going to start all the bolts. And don't forget your ground wire, because I almost did. You don't want to mess up any kind of electrical things with not grounding it. And I'm just going to take all this down by hand first. And I lost my belt holder, so hopefully it doesn't disorient my belt routing. It looks like it's still intact, so. Snug all your bolts up, not too much because this is aluminum, so you can crack it. And you don't want to do that. There we go with that. So now your compressor's on the block. And if we're careful, we didn't lose any belt position. Then just take your socket or your ratchet, pull it, and then release it, and the belt's on. Now we're down to the lines. And that's got a new bolt too. I don't know if it's the same size. Nope, it's not going to be the same size. Why would it be the same size? It's a 16, not a 15. So that's awesome. We're going to loosen that, get that out of there. Take these plugs out. Don't need those. Well, take one plug out anyways. Get the pliers after the other one. There. That. Now this did come with new O-ring gaskets, like I said. Place them in there, in each hole. I don't know if there's a specific size or not. Nope, it doesn't really matter which goes where. So the new bolt doesn't matter. You got to use the original bolt. The new bolt's not long enough. So I'm running this 15 millimeter down by hand first. Like I said, you don't want to over tighten anything, but you do want these two gaskets to seat. Now, all that's left is to plug in your switch for the AC lines and plug in the switch for the AC clutch. So now I'm gonna have to take this down to work, obviously, and have my boss recharge, vacuum and pressure test and recharge the whole system. But unless you have that kind of equipment at home, you have to do the same thing. And just remember to check to make sure it's completely empty before you crack these lines loose, because that stuff is not good for the environment. And I didn't lose any because I didn't have any, so that's going to do it for today. And we got the AC compressor on there, got the new alternator that broke down a little while ago. So now we got two brand new pumps and on the top of the motor, and hopefully by next week, by the beginning of next week, Monday, I will have working AC for more than 5 days. So like, comment, subscribe. And until the next one, y'all have fun.